Good morning, YouTube. It's your girl AK, and we are back with another video. We are currently, well, it is currently Tuesday, 8:22 in the morning, right? The market is about to open in a couple of minutes, right? And I'm currently watching for XPS 500, looking for potential break and retest setup, as you can see. So let me show y'all. So right here on the 4-hour, I did expect to be bearish. Like, I did expect a potential drop. But it seems like price, when it came down and it came up for the retest, it never showed that it wanted to go lower. So I never really looked to get into sales here. Price, we actually broke above this 4-hour resistance. As you can see, we're on the 4-hour. So we broke above this resistance, making a broken structure. So typically all I wait for is a retest. Now, I did notice yesterday that price did kind of come down right next to this level that could have acted as a retest. So that could have been my missed opportunity. I'm not really sure if you look on the 1-hour. So I'm just looking to see if price is going to try to come back and tap into my area. If not, then what it's probably going to do is like respect this level and then head up. So I guess I could watch for either or. I would prefer to get a deeper retracement, not gonna lie, because as you can see, even on the 1-hour, like there was a level broken on the 1-hour that price hasn't came back to. So I would prefer a deeper retracement just to make sure that price wants to grab all the liquidity at once. Once we get that deep retracement, I would love to take it back up to the upside. I love deep retracements. I don't like very minuscule retracements, and like I don't like moves like that. I prefer the deep retracement and then let's go back up, right? Where you can clearly see structure changing on your side. So that is what I'm waiting for XPS 500. So as for gold, we were actually in a gold position last week. I didn't make a video about this yet, but I will. But we closed out around psychological level 5,000, because that's where I expected most people to take profit. So we made about a 4.5 restore ratio, which is pretty good. And price decided to basically kind of fall, right? And I see prices coming back, and I'm looking to see if we're gonna keep falling. We did kind of fill this gap right here. However, I really want a deeper retracement, not on the 4-hour, but on the daily. As you can see, like if you look on the daily, like we have just been pushing and pushing and pushing, right? So I would prefer to get a deeper retracement on the daily. So even though, you know, price did come and fill this gap on the 4-hour, right, this isn't enough for me. I need something bigger. I need something deeper, because I really want to catch a really good position where I can hold it. Like positions like this on the daily, these daily swing lows, that is what I want on gold. So let's talk about the yen pairs, right? So the yen pairs have been dropping, like I said in my analysis video. If you haven't checked it out, I made an analysis video on Sunday. Go check it out. But yeah, check this out. So UJ has completely like reversed on the weekly. As you can see, we were testing these weekly resistance levels, right? So price like a year ago was at this level and it fell, and price came back to this level, and now you can see we are crashing like crazy. And I can't really catch a move. Like I was trying to actually catch this retracement. I was actually counter trend trading. Luckily, I was trailing my stop loss very tight on this 1-hour, because like around London session, it just started heading back down. So I was hoping we was gonna get to some of these retracement levels, but it seemed like we're just crashing right now. I don't recommend counter trend trading. I just understand like how to move my stop loss, so I was able to prevent that loss. But yeah, like we have been just on a crazy like crash on the daily, the weekly, 4-hour, and I can't really do anything until we get a pullback, at least on the 4-hour, or preferably on the daily, honestly. So yeah, so I hit my monthly goal for this month like a week early, so I'm actually doing really well, and I don't really need to trade this week, if I'm being honest. Anything I make this week, I'm just directly going to withdraw it completely, like, because I've already made my monthly goal. So, okay, so this is my P&L calendar. And as you can see, like, my monthly goal was 1,600 and we are sitting at 1,700. So I surpassed my goal for the month, as you can see. And then if we go to analytics, that is my current P&L for the month. So overall, looking pretty good, you know. Made $2,100 this month. Lost about $350. So overall, we're sitting there at 1,700, which is pretty cool. So yeah, like right now I'm just kind of just chilling. I just want to find a really good setup. I don't want to force anything because I'm at my goal. I don't want to mess it up, right? So I'm just chilling right now, and whatever pops up, we're gonna just, you know, analyze it closely and trade it. If we don't get nothing for the week, then I'm not trading for the week, and that's that simple. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna update y'all if we catch a trade today or sometime this week. I will let y'all know. But until then, we're chilling. All right. Okay, what's good? We are back. I did place a trade on SPX 500. Let me show y'all. So I did take the smaller break and retest on the hour. I just saw that price was reacting to this level, right? So I basically, once price tapped into my 1 hour area of interest, basically wherever I break structure, that's my area of interest for my retest. I just scaled in on like a 5 minute, and I saw that we had this 5 minute engulfing candle, and this was our last 5 minute resistance level right here. So then I went to the 1 minute, and I noticed that on the 1 minute price, we were starting to shift from lower low, lower high to higher high, higher low, right? So once I saw that, and then we were breaking this 5 minute resistance level, that gave me the confidence to go ahead and just enter the trade after this close of the 5 minute candle once we closed above. So I entered, and we are currently just sitting and waiting to see what price wants to do. So we just took out liquidity on the 1 hour. We also have the 27 extension on the 1 hour that can be taken out as well, right? But overall, what I'm targeting is on the daily is we have liquidity, right? So on the daily, there is liquidity sitting right here, right above the psychological level 7,000. So I am looking to hold this trade to the psychological level, right? And my overall TP, as you can see, is a little bit above this psych level, right? So as you can see, it's a little bit above this psych level to get my 1 to 4, because I do want 1 to 4 at least. So yeah, we are slightly above this psychological level for this particular TP, just to get my 1 to 4. We're gonna see how long we can hold it regardless. So I don't have a TP set on my broker, but yeah, we're just gonna see if price wants to keep pushing up, and yeah, hopefully price closes above this level. That'd be really good. Looks like it's about to close in like 5 seconds. So good sign here, good signs all around. Yeah, so I will keep you updated on this trade, let you know how it goes. Hopefully we keep making higher highs, higher lows. That's the goal. Just follow the trend. That's all I can do. It's a trade, just follow the trend. So yeah, we just gonna fingers crossed and just hope that we have a winning setup today. So yeah, let's get it. Good morning, YouTube. It's your girl AK. I don't know why I keep doing my intro. It's the same vlog. Okay, so boom, it is Wednesday. It is 7:51 in the morning. I kind of just want to talk to y'all about like psychology for a second. So basically I went to the gym, you know, I did all that. I had a good little workout last night, all that. I come back and I look at my chart, and look at SPX, y'all. That same trade I closed out earlier actually got to my TP, my potential TP, and the reason I closed was because I kept seeing it reject, and I got nervous, right? But if you really look, it never really broke structure for real, right? So I never really had a valid reason to close that trade. That was emotion. I kind of want to talk about emotion for a little bit. Yeah, usually I'm pretty good at this. I don't know, this week is because I met my monthly goal and I'm trying to be cautious or whatever, I don't know. But I know, like, I gotta follow my rules. And one of my rules that I broke, I'm not supposed to look at my trade all the time. I'm not supposed to stare at my phone. I was doing that. I was staring at my phone, I was looking at my trade, and I was coming up with every single worst case scenario in my head, right? When I knew, like, my analysis was right. Like, I just had to trust my analysis, and look what it did. It went. My analysis literally did exactly what I said it was gonna do, right? It went exactly to where I said it was gonna go. These are the moments where I have to really stop and like reflect and be like, am I being disciplined enough? And in this case, I was not being disciplined enough, right? Part of my rules is that once I place a trade, I can't look at it until the next 4 hours, right? Once I check on that trade after 4 hours, I can look at it, you know, decide, and then I gotta look away again, you know. And another rule is that I can't close the trade unless I see a break of structure against me. There was never a break of structure against me, right? So in that moment, it was just emotion, and I gotta learn that, I gotta accept that, I gotta journal that. And it's just, I think this all comes into becoming better overall, because I do want to become better. I do plan on scaling up really soon, right? Like after this month, since I hit my goal, I do plan on increasing my risk a little bit, right? So it's gonna help me scale up way more. Like like next month, the numbers are gonna be crazy, believe me, right? So I'm definitely planning on scaling up. But for me to scale up, I gotta get this in control. Like I gotta get my mind in control. I gotta get my psychology in control, right? So I got to follow my rules. All right, this is me really talking to myself. I'm talking to y'all at the same time. Like, you gotta follow your rules. If you have that rule, you gotta follow it, right? Once I place that trade, I cannot look at it, right? It's gonna hit TP or stop loss, right? I gotta trust in my analysis. I gotta put my TP in a place where I know price wants to get to, right? And I gotta put my stop loss in a place where I know if it passes that point, the trade is no longer valid. That gives me peace of mind, and it lets me know, okay, I follow my rules. Everything is going according to plan, right? If things go wrong, it just so happens to reverse, and that you can't control that, right? I would rather that be the case than me close it out early and then it gets to my TP, right? So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at right now. So yeah, this morning I'm really about to just do what I need to do to get my mind right. You know, say my prayers, drink some tea, you know, do all that, do my affirmations, because I really am trying to scale up, and I'm really taking it seriously. Oh, y'all, sorry, completely off topic. We just hit 3,000 subscribers on the channel. Like, what? Y'all are amazing. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are great. Like, I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all, like, following my journey. Like, all 3,000 y'all. Like, really. It's really cool. So this is just, you know, this is me. These are my vlogs. And I just plan to do better. I plan to do more. I plan to put out more content, right? I have so much, y'all, I have so much planned, like, for the channel. It's crazy. I'm super excited, and as I begin to scale, I'll be able to have more freedom, and you know what I'm saying? I'll have more freedom to, like, put out more content, do what I want, right? And really get back to y'all, because y'all have done so much for me, so I really appreciate it. But yeah, basically, we are not gonna do this anymore. We're not closing early anymore unless we have a valid reason. There was no reason for me to close, no reason, right? It's cool. We just gonna look for the next setup. Not gonna lie, like, as I've been trading these indices and as I've been trading gold, I've been liking them a little bit more than the currency pairs. I cannot lie. Don't get me wrong. I still like my yen pairs, but my yen pairs, they acting kind of choppy right now. They acting kind of stupid. I ain't gonna lie. SPX is solid. I ain't gonna lie. It don't be wicking me out for real. It just does what it needs to do. Follow structure. It's a little slower, but it's reliable. Like, it gets to, as you can see, it gets to where it needs to be if you hold, right? So, yeah, I'm liking SPX and I'm liking gold. Gold is going stupid crazy. Let me actually hide this old position. Yeah, as you can see, like, gold has, like, played this Fibonacci really well. I see, like, we got from A, B, C is that golden zone that you can see, that 5061, and then this is basically a break and recess in the same sense, right? I was looking for a price to kind of come back to this level. This last place the price broke structure. We kind of came back to this level, and then we started pushing up and then making new highs. This would have been a valid entry to get into gold, actually. But, you know, I was looking at the overall, I was like, well, bro, we're pushing up so much. But at the same time, it's also like, I can't really tell gold, like, hey, you're pushing up too much. Obviously, gold doesn't care. Like, gold is obviously going to keep pushing up. So I'm just going to take the setup it gives me on the 1 hour, 4 hour. Because obviously that's what's working right now. Like, this 1 hour, well, this 4 hour, beautiful. Like, chef's kiss. This 1 hour, like, chef's kiss. Like, honestly. So if I clear off SPX for a second, you can see that we did get a break of structure right here, right? And currently we are retesting this broken structure. We're retesting these levels. I would love to see a price would like to hold on these levels, right? I think the market opens pretty soon, but this is my 1 hour area of interest. I want to see a price wants to hold and potentially look to go higher. All right, y'all, so I just placed my trade on SPX 500. I took the break and reset setup that I showed y'all earlier. I'm not gonna show y'all right now because I gotta follow my rule. I cannot look at it. I cannot look at it until 4 hours or until one of my alerts get hit. So either stop loss or TP1, TP2, you know. So I have those alerts on those levels. You feel me? So yeah, so we just gonna I'm not looking at it. I'm actually gonna drop into the office and go to work, so I just won't look at it. Like, I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at it. So yeah, either TP or SL. That's it. I'm giving it to the market. The market got it. You feel me? The market got it now. So it's out my hands, right? Always risk what you're willing to lose, because if you risk something that's gonna break your heart, just don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, I'm about to go into the office. I'm not looking at my trade. I'm not doing it. We're gonna follow my plan, whether or not I follow my rules. I saw everything I need to see. I entered the trade, whether it go my way or not. Hey, it's up to the market. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna go to my job. I'm gonna update y'all whether we got the win, loss, all that, and yeah. Okay, what's bad? It's like 24 hours later. Yeah, literally Wednesday. Well, no, Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday, 7:09. Right, my trade hit stop loss. Right. Let me show y'all what it's looking like. So yeah, stuck to my rules. Unfortunately, trade did not hit. Let me show you why I took the trade. Let me rewind price. I was kind of like here. So at the time, this candle wasn't fully closed, but basically, I saw price, we came down, we were above this 4-hour level. The market opened, first mistake, trading market open, right? But market open, I'm basically looking on, I'm on the 1 hour right now. So I just get down to a 5 minute to see what structure is looking like. And this is kind of where I got faked out. So right here, I basically noticed that on the 5 minute, we were making, see, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And I noticed when the 5 minute structure actually broke, right? So I saw that there was a break of structure, break a 5 minute structure. This is a 5 minute resistance level getting broken, right? So I drew that up right here. So that's my 5 minute level. And kind of what I saw, if I rewind it one more time, basically I saw price, we were breaking above this resistance level. I saw that price, we came down, and it looked like we were failing to break this low and that we were pushing back up. And that's why I entered, because I saw that we came, looked like we felt the break, and then we were pushing back up. And we even closed, the candle even closed like this, which gave me some confidence, right? So that's why I got in. But yeah, the market was just really choppy today, and it kind of played around at my entry, and then it just went the other way. So yeah, that was an example of my strategy not working, as you can see. Yeah, it don't always work. It doesn't always work. So yeah, I think I'm not really mad because again, I stuck to my rules for one, and then two, like I know, like if I would have held the other trade from the other day and it would have hit full TP, well, that would have covered my loss and then some. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was saying, like, to myself, it's important to stick to the plan and hold it, because if I would have held that trade from last time, well, that loss wouldn't even really matter for real, because I would have been up 3 times that, you know. So yeah, I'm not really upset about losses. Losses don't really faze me. I get more upset when I don't stick to my rules and I do other things and I deviate from them and then I mess up my trade. That makes me more upset than losing. If I lose, I'm just wrong, and that's fine. You know, I'm okay with being wrong. Sometimes it's not perfect. But I can't stand when I break my rules and I mess up my trade. That is where I get upset. So yeah, this is kind of just a lesson to myself, like, hey, maybe next time I'm gonna learn to like stick with the trade, so when I do get that full winner, right, this loss won't really mean much. You see what I'm saying? Because I always aim for a 1 to 4 and I risk $100. So 400 versus losing 100, I'm still net positive 300. You see what I'm saying? That's why risk management is so important, and that's why me sticking to my rules and letting it get to the TP is so important, because that helps me with my risk management long term, keeps me profitable. So this is a lesson to myself, and just kind of like, if y'all are curious about like my mindset when I lose, this is kind of my mindset. Like, as long as I'm sticking to my rules and I'm sticking to my risk reward ratio, I know long term I'm still gonna be profitable. So this was just a wake up call, because I was kind of playing around this week. I ain't gonna lie, I was playing around. The only thing I would change about this particular trade is not trading market open, like for the indices, right? Because market open can be very, very, very risky, right? I tend to wait a couple minutes before market open, or even a couple hours, right? Usually I do not trade market open, but you know, I just saw the setup. It looked good to me, but the setup was deceiving, you know. But it's all good. Fast forwarding to current price, where we at now. Looks like we might be doing some short-term sales on the daily. We might be having a daily pullback, maybe. I'm not too entirely sure, but I did draw this fib on the daily just in case we do see a pullback. But I don't really want to sell. I'd rather just wait price to do its correction and then get in on the buys later, honestly. Just stick with the trend, if I'm being honest. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to show that, because I know, like, people, I think someone asked me to show my losses. I don't really show my losses, and I mean, that's true. Most times my trades, because I trail my stop loss, a lot of times my losses are just like break even, or me just securing profit at the worst case scenario. Usually that's usually how my trades end, right? But this is an example of a loss. So yeah, I just want to be authentic and just show y'all, like, I lose too. I'm not perfect. The strategy is not perfect, you know. especially on lower time frames. I was using the 1 hour and 5 minutes. So lower time frame, you can see it has some faults. I see a lot more success with my strategy on the higher time frame when I use the daily with the 4 hour. So just to show, like, you know, this is where the flaws come in when you start to lower that time frame. But I mean, it still works on the lower time frame, don't get me wrong. It was just market open and, you know, just a very choppy day, you know, but it happens. So yeah, I just want to be authentic and just show y'all, like, I lose too, and I want to show y'all my psychology and like how I try to navigate that, and basically my mindset when I lose. So I know y'all want some more psychology videos, so that's that. So yeah, I'm not particularly done trading for the week. I'm probably gonna find something else later this week, but I will cut this vlog here because I think it's getting a little long, right? And I kind of want to segue to something different. So hope you enjoyed the vlog. You know, trying to be real, trying to put everything out there, you know. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you enjoy content like this, or like trading vlogs and just seeing my mindset, all that breakdowns, you know, I consider subscribing. Thank you again for 3K subscribers. Y'all are amazing. I really love y'all. Like, y'all are so cool. I love talking to y'all in my chat. I love talking to y'all in my chat. I love talking to y'all in my comments, my community. Like, y'all are just super cool, super dope. And I definitely want to at some point get some kind of community together. Like, I was hesitant at first, but I do think it would be cool if there was a place for us to kind of just talk together, share trades, not necessarily send signals, right? I don't think signals are helpful, but just share ideas, just share knowledge, just, you know, act together as a whole. So I'm gonna start looking into that. I'm gonna potentially look into that. I'm gonna potentially look into that idea. I'm trying to get some things together first on my side. You know, we're working on some things, but, you know, we're gonna work on it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, y'all. Bye.